A topic that's not addressed very often is something that does appear in art, and it occasionally raises questions, but it is worth knowing about. And it's actually a piece of clothing. It's the meditation belt, which you see most famously on the figure of Milarepa, the Mahasiddha Virupa, sometimes with Tongtong Gyalpo as well. Now, the meditation belt it's really a functional object, but it is related to, in name, it's related to two other topics. I mean, we have the in Tibetan we call the meditation belt a gomtak, but we also have the much earlier mutak, and then the later katak. So katak is the white scarf that's commonly seen on shrines or presented to teachers. But the mutak is much earlier, and the mutak is the biological spiritual cord that connects the earliest Tibetans to the celestial realms. And so they would descend to the mountaintops of Tibet on these spiritual cords, and then they can reascend to the clear light heavens. So we have these three types of tak, these three types of cords or sashes or belts, or scarves in the case of the white scarf or the white sash. The mutak is also used in Bun religion marriage ceremonies. So it really is the mutak and the white scarf are really Tibetan inventions. We don't really have them earlier than Tibet. But the gomtak, the meditation belt, it seems we can have this coming from yoga practice, it's possible that it is coming out of India. I can't recall any reference to it, and I can't recall any very early art, but I mean early art from India or Nepal, but we certainly have early Tibetan art depicting the gomtak, the meditation belt. Now, with most paintings and sculpture, the meditation belt is just seen descending. It's over the right shoulder and descends down to the waist of the left side. And we see this in painting, and we see it very much with sculpture. And this is just an example of a teacher or a yogi or a practitioner. He's just simply wearing the belt but not using the belt. He's not actually employing the belt at that time. Where you have images of Milarepa or Virupa where the belt is around the waist and extending to the left or right knee and then bracing the knee, then that's actually it's being used. Or if a teacher is or a practitioner is in a crouching posture, and then there's a belt that's horizontally wrapped around the front of his of his legs, then it's being employed. When you see the belt just hanging across the chest in a very relaxed kind of way, then no, that the belt is just being hung, being stored on the body in that way, but not necessarily in use as a meditation belt. With paintings, it's much easier to recognize the belt because it's usually red in color. With sculpture, it's much more difficult because it's sort of a narrow strip of metal that we're looking for across the chest. Very occasionally with sculpture, we can see the belt being used to brace the leg, and then it's quite obvious. But it's interesting, the belt is used with yantra yoga, it's used with general yoga, it's used... It's used in different ways, but primarily it's for long periods, durations of meditation, or in solitary retreat for months or even years. So that's just an introduction into this meditation belt and its relationship, just in terms of language, to the white scarf and then the mutak. So you can press the like button, you can subscribe, and you can also help support the work we do on HAR on Patreon.